Yo, what's up? Sorry I haven't done a video in a while. Kind of messed up my back a little bit. I think it's my back. I don't know. It might be something a lot worse. Because the pain feels weird. I don't know. Guess I'm getting older and older. More aches and pains you feel. Anyway, yeah, I haven't been feeling too good, so I had to give YouTube a break for a while. Sometimes you do get sick of it, you know? When you're not in the mood to do it, it's not good to make a video if you're not in the mood to do it, because then your video becomes very boring, and people can sense you're not into it. So that's why. This is an update of likes and dislikes, and I figure I'd bring up some of my brand new firearms that I just bought and some ones I've had for a long time, and give you a few updates. This is very helpful for people that are buying, they want to buy a gun and they hope it's everything they like. It's hard to find a gun that you 100% like it from soup to nuts all the time, forever and ever. You're always going to find something you don't like, or the gun's eventually going to do something that might leave a bad taste in your mouth. So here's a few firearms that are some of my favorites and newest ones, especially this Beretta here. This Beretta 92 M9 FS, whatever you want to call it. It's like everything. This one and this KSG, these are probably the two newest firearms on the table. This is my custom AR I got here. It's custom. It's the only thing I didn't really do anything with was the trigger, but it doesn't have a bad trigger. But I know I could put a lot better trigger in there. But I barely ever shoot it because you can't shoot it at where I work, and it just sits in the background. You know what I mean? But it is a beautiful AR. The only thing I don't like about it, this particular AR, oh man, I can barely move. Alright. As you can see, of course the chamber is open. Everything's great with this gun. It has a real good barrel. You know, because when I first got it, I was shooting at 100 yards and it was shooting beautiful, dead center, you know, awesome. And the only thing I don't like about it is I learned more about it when I put the Osprey gas piston system in. I learned, because you have to mess around with the gas block, that the gas block is not pinned to the barrel. It's just held in with set screws. There's little divots in the barrel like this. There's one here and there's one there inside here, and then the pointy set screws go into the barrel a little bit and hold it on. That sucks. That really sucks. That's the only thing I don't like about it. That keeps me thinking that it's not for worst scenario combat weapon. Eventually, if you put this thing through a lot of abuse, it's possible between the recoil and the abuse could vibrate these set screws loose, and then if that happens, your gas block could turn a little, and then you're done. Your gun shuts down and will not work. That's the only thing I don't like about it. I love the light I have on here. I love the aim point optic. I love the Troy flip up sights. I love everything. The Magpul Myod grip and my CTR Magpul stock. I love that. The Gammo muzzle brake that E-Balmy sent me. I love that. Thank you, Eric. It's a beautiful muzzle brake on there. I love everything about it, but like I said, the only thing I don't like is the gas block. So maybe someday I'll either replace it or have a gunsmith try to pin it so I know it would never move. Right now the gun's in full operation and it runs flawless, and I never ever had a problem with it. But like I said, I might have, I don't know, tops 300 rounds through it, and that's really not a lot. But it never showed me any kind of failure at all. It does have the T2 buffer tube in there, you know, from Spikes Tactical. Thing's cool. Got the BCM charging handle. I got an ambidextrous thumb safety, which E-Bowl sent me also. I also got a bad lever on it, which I'm a huge fan of. Make sure when you put a bad lever on, you Loctite that bad boy, and it should be fine. I got a Daniels Defense single point sling attachment, which I love that. But it's a beautiful AR. I love the Aim Point Pro. So just one thing, that's pretty good. There's only one thing. That pretty much means it's going to hang around. Usually if there's only one thing, it hangs around, you know. Because after a while I'll just get sick of thinking about what I hate about it and sell it. That's something I do. Oh my God, I don't know what the hell is wrong with me. Okay. Here's my Kel-Tec KSG. I love this thing. So far so good. We have 135 rounds through it. Not one single jam, not one single problem. The only thing I don't like about it is when the rounds eject, it hits you in the wrist. Now some people, they don't hit them in the wrist. It depends how you grip the gun, your style of holding the shotgun, the style of the way you hold the shotgun. It may not hit you in the wrist, but the way I hold a shotgun, it hits me in the wrist. So you know, when I shoot it, I just got to put like a little wristband on. It's not a big deal. But that's it. I mean, other than that, so far, the feel of it. If you look at other shotguns that are simulated like this one, it don't feel, the quality don't feel like it's there like this. When you hold one of these and feel it in your hand, you can feel the quality in it. It's got some weight to it. I know people say they're light. I don't know where you're coming up with that. This is not a light gun. This thing, for how big it is solid, and it's got some weight to it. It feels like a gun when you're holding it. It doesn't feel like a toy. The other ones that are simulated to this kind of a gun, they feel like toys. I love the fact that it has a lot of steel in it. It doesn't have too much plastic. The only plastic is the grip here, right here, and you know the fore end, the slide. But everything else is steel. The rail steel, of course the barrel steel, and the barrels is super thick like a 590A1. The loading tubes are nice thick steel. Even the cheek weld, the cheek rest here is steel. Very well made. But the only thing I don't like about it is when it ejects, it hits you in the wrist. That's it. The other thing about this kind of gun is you definitely need to train with it. When you pick it up for the first time and you go from a regular shotgun that you're used to shooting, like a 500 or an 870, and you're real good with that shotgun and you got your rhythm down with it, and then you pick this up, don't expect to be fast with this. You will be, but it don't take long to get the motions down with this. The motions are a little different. But other than that, yeah, I can't, there's nothing right now, like I said, we got 135 rounds through it. There's nothing right now that I really don't like about it except for the ejection. How it extracts the shells. It hits you in the wrist, that's it. The slide release is right where it should be, right where your trigger finger is, and your safety is right where your hand is. You can operate everything very comfortable with one hand. You don't have to switch around and change your body to select it to fire and to drop the slide. Very, very nice. So that's the only thing, if I don't like anything about the Kel-Tec, is how it ejects. Not a big deal. Definitely not a deal breaker. Got the Magpul flip-up sights on there. Very happy with them. I think they're a little pricey for being plastic, but as far as polymer sights go, they're probably the best polymer sights. You know, they're pretty durable for what they are. And, you know, you're going to spend $100 for both of them. And that's it. And I love that the rail is steel. You see a lot of these with guns that are similar to this gun. That rail on that gun is plastic. So they really did a good job with this. It's really nice. Alright, that's that. Here's my, I think I already went over this one before, but just in case, because I have bad memory, just in case I didn't, I just want to mention it again. I love the HK Heckler & Koch, the HK 40. As I've been shooting, as time's going by, and I'm learning how to shoot better, as far as the 40 caliber goes, I shoot this 40 caliber better than any other 40 caliber I ever shot or have shot in recently. I can be just as accurate with this 40 as I can a 9. That's the only problem I do have with 40. When I shoot my Glock 23, I'm not as accurate, nowhere close as accurate as I can with this. Maybe because it's really not a heavy gun. The slide might be a little heavier. I don't know why. Maybe the ergonomics. I don't know why. Maybe because it has a buffer in there. I don't know, but I can really put them in the red with this. Not too much effort. This is a joy. This 40 is a joy to shoot. If you're looking for a 40 caliber gun that ain't real snappy, I suggest the HK USP Compact. It's a very, very nice gun. I do get the pinky pinch with this, just like the Glock 23 and the Glock 19. I don't get it with the 19 because the 19, I know the frame's the same size, but I guess it has the less recoil, which causes the magazine to go in and out, I guess. I just don't get the pinky pinch with the 19, but I do with the 23. I do get the pinky pinch with this, so it distracts me, from shooting. So I just gotta find a way to hold it where I won't get it, or do something down here. Maybe they have an aftermarket part you could put down here to keep you from getting that pinky pinch, because that is annoying. I don't like the pinky pinch. And like I say, once you start to get used to shooting Glocks, you start becoming a dislike of thumb safeties. I wish this was not here, because when I'm shooting it, I don't, when I use that fighting grip that I'm using, as you can see, my thumb lands right on it or right under it. Now I can accidentally push it up. I can accidentally push it down, especially if you're stressing. So, but it's not nothing that would make me sell it. So, there are the two things I don't like. I wish this was not there. I don't know if I could get that removed and just get a gunsmith just to put a pin in there and just get rid of that. I have to look into it. I don't want to change anything else though. I don't want to change the trigger or anything, so I just have to see. But that's the only thing I don't like is that. But I do shoot well with this, and I do love the way it looks, and it carries excellent. It's a great gun. Night sights, very nice. HK USP Compact. It's a great 40. You want to know what a great 40 is? This is one right here. One that you can shoot well. So there's just two stupid things, about that one, which is not a big deal enough for me to say, I got to get rid of this. It's just not working out. This is working out. If I'm shooting 50 rounds, and 40 of them are in the red, it's working out. Okay. This one here, the Beretta 92 FSM9. This is such a pretty gun. This is one of the smoothest 9mm that I've shot in a long time. I had really good results with my target. There's really not much I don't like about it. I don't get the pinky pinch with it, thank God for that. It does have a steel rod. I'm not a huge fan of where the thumb safeties are. It's good and bad. I just have to get used to it. When I rack the slide fast, I'm one of these. I don't do this. I'm one of these guys that does this. I just can get more strength that way, and because I got that rheumatoid arthritis, it's hard for me just to get my thumb in my finger and squeeze it and pull it back. So I do this. So when I do this, it's annoying when you feel the thumb safeties there. It feels like you're going to switch them off when you rack the slide. But in the good sense is the thumb safeties are high and out of the way with my grip. So when I do that, when I do my tactical grip for shooting, the thumb safety is not even an issue. So, I like that they're there and I don't like that they're there. Like I said, is it going to make me not like the gun? No. Like I said, every gun has some little thing that irritates you. Okay? But other than that, very dependable. If you want a great 9mm and you don't want to spend $1,000, here's one for $6 something. Look how beautiful it is. It's a Beretta. Beretta's like Colt. You buy a Beretta, it's, they're such a staple in the firearms industry. Beretta and Colt, they've been around forever. and they make high quality stuff. And anyone that has a gun collection usually always has a Colt or at least one Beretta or at least one Colt in there, just to say that they have it. And it's, you know, it's like, you know, it's like collecting baseball cards, and you know, you don't want to, someone offers you a Babe Ruth, you said, no, I don't want Babe Ruth in there. Same thing. Well, I'm glad I have a Beretta back in my collection. I need to get a Colt back in my collection right now, because I don't even have a Colt in my collection. It's a disgrace, because they do make some of the nicest 1911s I ever shot. But yeah, as far as this one goes, just the thumb safeties, don't like where they're at. Other than that, everything else is great. Great trigger reset, great mag release, magazines are great, wonderful, wonderful sights, easy to shoot accurate with. I like the light rail, just probably never put a light on it, but it's nice that it's there, you know. And the looks of it's off the charts, just beautiful. I was going to put wood grips on it. I don't think I am. I think I like the black grips on it, you know, because it's like pretty and tactical at the same time. You know what I mean? It's pretty, but it has that tactical look too. Usually pretty guns don't look tactical at all. You know, if you put wood grips on there, and it's not tactical looking anymore, man. So we're going to leave them on. Yep, I just decided. This is a Ruger 2245. This is a Mark III 2245. I'm a huge fan of 22 guns. I don't shoot them a lot, but I enjoy it when I do. And I stock up on 22 ammo. I like this one because it has a 1911 ergonomic frame on it. What I don't like about it is, you guessed it, cleaning it's a pain in the ass. It's not hard if you do it after you do it like 5 or 6 times. It's not hard, but the problem what it is, if you put the gun away and you forget about it and you don't shoot it for like a year, and then you start getting in the mood for it again and starting to shoot it again, and I'm like, oh shit, how do I take it apart again? You know, you forget, because there's like 7 steps, you know. It's not hard, but I find myself after a long time of not shooting it or dealing with it, when it comes around again, that I'm finding myself to have to relearn how to take it apart and put it back together all the time. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. Most accurate 22 I ever shot, comfortable and reliable. This thing, you know, a lot of 22s are like, well, it runs good if I use CCI mini mags, but if I use anything else or lower grade 22 ammo, it kind of jams once in a while. Not this one. This one runs anything. It runs shitty 22, and it runs the 22 CCI mini mags. Of course, it runs that. I try to just buy the CCI mini mags and not buy any of the other 22. But if I do buy, you know, if it's all, the only thing available is cheap 22, I'll still buy it, because this beautiful little Ruger handles it, no problem at all. Great magazine. What I don't like about it is how it takes apart, and when you put the mag back in, you really have to be sure that that's in there. So you really got to give it a couple of these, because sometimes it sounds like it clicked in there, and you turn the gun up and the mag will fall out. The magazine catch ain't the best. You just got to make sure you give it a good positive whack on the bottom. So yeah, I put these Warrior grips on there. They're not plastic, they're made out of like a kind of like a fiberglass or a G10 type material. Pretty nice. Just made it more tactical looking. You know, I took the other ones off. This has a threaded barrel. It's the other thing I love about it. I drilled out a hole and filled that front sight. There's a video on that somewhere, with bright red paint. So I have a nice sight on there now. I need to fill it up with clear just to cap it off, but I didn't do that yet. Other than that, that's it. The mag catch and taking it apart is the only 2 things I don't like about it. So I've had this for a while too, so that ain't going nowhere. It's a lot of fun. That's the only guns I really wanted to show you today, you know, talk about. As you know, the Remington 1911. I'm really disappointed what happened with that, but I have faith in Remington. There's the grips. I made sure I took them off so no one walked away with them. Put the original ones back on. I got the envelope for Remington. I shipped the gun to them. They have it as we speak. They do have the Remington. Hopefully I'll get it back. I would say not this week. That's too fast. I'd say the middle of next week. And then I'll show you what they did to it, and we'll see if they fixed all the problems. You know, I think they will. Anything Remington makes is fantastic. I never had any kind of problems with a Remington, any Remington firearm ever. And their firearms are awesome. So I'm sure they'll fix it right and make it right. If they don't, then I'll be very surprised and disappointed. What can I tell you? Alright guys, just hanging around talking about guns, man. Alright, talk to you guys soon.